Well, is it time to buy or is it time to sell? Or should you wait and see if the interest rate changes by the end of the year? These are all questions that a lot of people are looking at. We have Heather Myers, who is here from the Snyder Real Estate Group to give us her take. Hey, Heather, good morning.
Allie, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, so tell me, because a lot of people are saying, okay, is this a buyer's market? Things are changing. I feel like every other day we're looking at where the interest rates are at.
You know, Allie, that's such a great question, and we're seeing the headlines. This has turned into a buyer's market. But let's just focus on the data for a second, because things are very different this year compared to the same time a year ago. So there are 43% more homes on the market in San Diego County this year compared to the exact same time a year ago, but about the same amount of buyers. So the buyers who are out there and who are actively shopping, they just have more to choose from. And in some cases, they are able to put in lower offers than the asking price and getting those offers accepted. Is it a buyer's market, though? Well, there's a big question mark on that just because the mortgage rates are still high, so it's keeping a lot of buyers on the sidelines still.
Now, if you are a seller, what should your strategy be? Where should you be at? Because I do know people who are in that predicament as well, and it has changed for them than what it looked like a year ago.
So this is how I like to sum up the selling market right now. It's a beauty contest and it's a price war, meaning that the homes that look the best and are remodeled and are move-in ready and are priced competitively, those are the ones that are still selling for close to top dollar right now. So if you're in that category, chances are you're good to go. But trying to set the neighborhood record when your house isn't the prettiest on the block, those are the homes that tend to sit a little bit longer. So having a really competitive pricing strategy, it's so key for sellers right now.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes that's tough because a lot of people have a number in their head and then the reality may not be exactly what they're picturing, especially because you saw some of those really, really high prices not that long ago.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who say, let's just try this price and see if we get it. The problem in doing that, though, is that if your home starts to sit on the market for 30, 45, 60 days, buyers think there's something wrong with it. And then you just get slammed with lowball offer after lowball offer, and then you get frustrated. So coming right out of the gates with the most competitive price possible, that's going to get your home sold.
Okay, now what if, you know, we continue to watch the mortgage rates? What are you hearing and how might that affect what you're doing and whether you're making the decision to buy or sell?
Okay, so for mortgage rates, one of two things are going to happen. They're going to stay about the same, and then things pretty much are going to stay the same for the rest of this year, the somewhat stagnant housing market. If they drop down, though, and of course there's a lot of people that would love to see that happen, then we're going to see more buyers show up. And as more buyers show up, what happens? Well, the prices start going right back up again. So this is kind of a unique opportunity for buyers right now, even though the prices those rates are still high, is to ask for concessions. And what I mean by that is ask for some money back to buy down your rate. Then you're getting the house you want with a potentially lower interest rate, and that might be the magic recipe for buyers right now.
Yeah, as you're trying to make that decision. Now, we talk about this a lot, especially if maybe you're a first-time buyer or if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'll never be able to afford a home in San Diego, and you say, don't put yourself in that box. There's always a way that you can set yourself up for success.
That's such a good point, Allie, because there's so many first-time home buyers or want to be first-time home buyers that are frustrated thinking, I'll never be able to afford in San Diego. Before you discount yourself, meet with a lender. To meet with a lender and go through your financial information, it's free. It just takes some documentation compiling on your part. Then they'll tell you if you can afford a home right now, and if not, what you should do in order to take the steps to make that happen. Like things like maybe improve your credit score, or perhaps start to look for side jobs that can help boost your income level. Once you at least have the facts on the table, then make the decision if you can buy now or if you have to wait. But chances are first-time home buyers in San Diego County have to be kind of realistic. You're probably not going to get the beachfront property with the incredible view. Right. Start in something that makes sense and then work your way up to the dream home.
Okay, well, some great advice for people as we continue to follow this. A lot of people in those boats trying to figure out what they're going to do. Good advice. Thanks, Heather.
Thanks for having me.
All right.